No.
So ghetto.
And we are live, child. Yes, we is. And if y'all heard somebody call me ghetto, it was Bully B because I'm tired and I don't feel like playing the intro music and all of the rest of that stuff. So if y'all heard somebody say ghetto, it was her down there. She talk about me all, and I don't like that because
Oh
I
my
don't talk about
God.
her down to her house. I don't say nothing about the cobwebs I see in the corner or the dust I see on the
Not the
mantelpiece.
cobwebs in the
I
corner.
don't talk about nothing. I don't talk about how she ain't got no toilet paper in her bathroom. I don't say none of that. I don't say none of that.
Oh my God. I'm just
Oh my
saying.
God.
I
I'm
was just
just
playing. Y'all
saying.
know we love really be around here. Y'all know that's our shit.
Listen now, because you know they'll be trying to say I hate how y'all be doing, really be. I hate how y'all be
They
doing.
bully me because they bully me. They do.
Girl, please.
So we are here
Oh,
to talk about the finale, the final episode of this, whatever this was supposed to be. Um, and you see, we got two of they not guests. They always here. So they ain't guests. They family. We got two of the fam bam here to join us. Okay, really being Yocrates.
Yes, okay.
hey, they done let me in the door,
Child.
honey. I've been knocking at the back door. They done let me in.
So before we get started with this, do y'all got anything y'all want to say about the show? Period. Like, I mean, did y'all expect it to
Oh, I'm
go the
glad
way
it's
that it
over.
did? Really?
Well,
Oh,
I would say this. This was the best reality show in a long time. The
Yeah.
best. This has been the best reality show in a long time. Like, ain't no reality show that I've been reviewing over the last couple of years caught my attention the way this one has. Okay, like this one was everything. It was better than last season of Atlanta. It was better than
It
this
was.
past season of Potomac. It
It
shitted
was.
on growing up hip hop, and it
It did.
definitely shits on Basketball Wives, a show that I do
It did.
not watch anymore. And
Neither.
from what we see from the first episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, it's better than that too. So this was a good ass show. Period.
Well,
Good show.
I just want to say, though I understand why Candy did what she did, I wish Candy would have just went at Latako's head. I wish she would have. I understood why she didn't, because she wanted things to play out so we can see she was the problem, but it was just time. I'm like, come on, Candy, give it to it. And she didn't do it. So there was that. And also, I just got one question. In the 6 episodes, why we ain't see any of them confront Latako about her solo deal?
From what Candy said, it's a lot that we haven't seen because they tried to put everything into 6 episodes. She said they could have had way more than 6 episodes with all the stuff they had going on. It's a lot that we didn't see.
I believe it.
And
I
I
believe
believe that
yeah,
we could have
she
had a
did.
10, we could have had they could have gave us this show to last us until Housewives came back, to be honest. That's what they could have did.
it. I agree.
That's what
That's
they
what I
could have
heard
did.
I
too.
agree.
I heard that they had more than enough um footage. I think that stuff happened that we did not see. So let me say this. When I say I'm glad it's over, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If I'm being real about it, I agree with everything y'all said. This show was everything. I did not expect it to be all that it was. I ain't gonna lie. Like I knew it was gonna be good, but baby.
It was
I did
too
not
damn good.
expect it to be all that it was. But I agree. I feel like they really should have. They really could have given us more. Not to messy, but just to put things in perspective and to show a lot more of what really did go down. And I really feel like they could have showed us more. Um, just showed us more. I believe it at that.
Yeah, and like I said, all that stuff they got going on, that could have been way more than 6 episodes. Like at least 8 to 10
I mean,
at the most.
right to hear and all of them said that. Candy said it. Todd said it. You know, Tamika. Like, there's so much more footage. There's so much more there.
Yeah, the
Oh,
only
I forgot
thing
to
that
get in the shower real
I
quick.
the only thing that I was not a fan of with this show is the Stan Wars. That's the only thing that I'm not a fan of, because I'm a person that loves SWV and I'm a person that loves Xscape. And I don't like one group more than the other. I honestly love them both equally. So it's hard for me to even have conversations about this show sometimes with people, because they're either team SWV, team Xscape, or they'll, I see a lot of SWV fans. Oh, I don't want SWV should not be doing a show with no low tier group like Xscape. They're not low tier group. They're not a low tier group. Y'all acting like Xscape is Brownstone and fucking Jade and fucking Total and 702 and all that. They're not a low tier group. So it was more so the comparisons of it all, when it should have been just about celebrating two groups that are 30 and 31 years in the game. You know what I mean? That's how I looked at it, because I like both groups the same. But that's the only thing that I hated about it, was the Stan Wars, because it reminds me of when Versus first announced that Brandy and Monica was doing the Versus, and I was excited about that. But then we already know what was gonna come with it on Twitter. Yeah. Oh, Team Brandy. Oh, Brandy shits on Monica. Monica shits on Brandy. Like, that shit get on my damn nerves. Like,
well, I think for y'all it hits differently, because y'all were pretty much keeping up with the mess. Like, if this person did live, y'all was commentating on it. If this person did a shady tweet, I just watched y'all. I'm like, I ain't got this to do, so I'm not that burnt out.
We made a lot of money doing this shit too.
I know y'all did. I was just like, I can't because I know I'm gonna get comments, banging and whatnot. Like, nah, I ain't got that to do, because it ain't that serious. It really ain't.
Right.
I agree, though. I can agree with you on that. With the Stan Wars, I can absolutely agree with you about that. With the Stan Wars, it was a lot. It really was a lot.
To the person in the comments, and I'm not even finna do this today, but you can't tell me who I like and who I don't like. If it did come across like my reviews were leaning towards Xscape, it's a reason for that, because for most of the time that I was reviewing the show and looking at comments on Twitter, I mean, they were trying to clown Xscape like they didn't have no success. One thing about it is that I am from the South. Xscape is from the South. So I do sometimes find myself defending a lot of my Southern artists. But if you never heard me disrespect SWV, which you never heard me disrespect SWV, then how can you say that I'm leaning towards Xscape only, when I celebrated SWV just as much as I did Xscape? And whenever we did roast review, me and T and Josiah would be sitting up here singing a bunch of SWV songs and disagreeing about what was our favorite song and least favorite song. Like, I never bashed SWV in favor of Xscape, but I did find myself defending them more so, not against SWV, but more so against the fans of the show, because they were trying to pretend like Xscape was a brownstone, Jade, cut close type of group, and they're not. So, but I mean, everybody's allowed to have their opinion, but I still feel like, you can have your opinion all day, but I still love both SWV and Xscape. And if you don't think that I do, then that's on you. But I know what I like. I mean, whatever. Go ahead, though.
Well, and on that note, before we get down to this, child, let me just ask y'all one thing. One thing. Do y'all really believe that Mama Street Fighter wig called Latasha and told her to stop singing? Do y'all believe that story? Or listen, I'm just gonna say, could it have happened? Probably. Do I think it happened? I don't know. Just because it came from Tasha and she just lied. Like, since this whole thing came about,
I mean, it's not far fetched, right? But Latasha, how would Mama Joyce have Latasha number if her own sister ain't got it? And on top of that, I don't believe Mama Joyce know how to work no damn Instagram to be calling her.
And at the same time, as much as we have a lot to say about Joyce standing in her foolishness. So if she said it, she would have made it clear, like, yeah, she probably would have like, no, I said that, and I said da. So I don't believe it. But she's capable of doing it. I don't believe it.
Yeah. I'm a ditto what y'all just said. Mama Joyce stands in her ish. Now, do I think that Mama Joyce would call Tasha? I do. But do I think she did? No, simply because she said she didn't do it. If she had done it, y'all know good and damn well she'd have said it. And Candy would have got her on camera saying she did it. And Karen lied for her mother because Candy specifically said, I called my mama that. And that's how you know, because Candy said, I called my mama to ask her. That's how you know that her mama, that Candy's like, she could have done it. Let me call her and ask her mama to call that girl because she know her mama. She know her mama. But I don't think she did it either. For that same reason that Mama Joyce be standing in her shit. She would have said, she would have been like, yeah, I did it, then I'll do it again. You know what I'm saying? Like she would have stood in it.
But I do want to say,
how can we believe anything coming out of Tasha's mouth? Because she been lying the whole damn season. So how can we believe her about anything?
I just want to know, why didn't we get a Joyce and Gloria moment?
So she can say, duh, I ain't everybody.
Look, that would have been some good TV.
It would have been.
To have them two going at
it. It would have been. It would have been because
they could have had they could have had Mama G going down to the OLG.
It had Nora in the middle trying to break it up. Y'all gotta have Mama. Y'all gotta have Auntie Nora in the middle so she could be like, Gloria got up like she was about to do something to Joyce. I ain't finna let her do nothing to Joyce.
I'm screaming. And ain't Bertha gonna be sitting there ready with her cane in one hand and the purse in the other.
I was getting ready to say, but don't let Bertha be there. Don't let Bertha be there. It'll be a whole nother conversation. Period. If Bertha was there,
better believe it.
Then you know what?
I love
somebody said that in my comments. Somebody said that in my comments. I wouldn't be surprised if Candy bring Mama Joyce on, speak on it, because you know she said that her and Tamika are still supposed to be doing their speak on it. Don't be surprised Mama Joyce roll down to the speak on it.
I'm gonna watch it to see what she got to say because I'm gonna be dead.
Well, you know I'm gonna be there. Let Candy say Mama Joyce come down to the speak on it, baby. I am there.
So SWV Xscape, this is episode 6, bringing down the house. So the episode continues where it left off at with Latasha's last fairy tales, deceitfulness, and all of the rest of the bad stuff that the Bible speak against her and her husband around there doing. And she decides to call Rocky. Now, in my opinion, and I don't know how y'all feel, but in my opinion, I just feel like he admitted to taking the money because he's just trying to cuten it up by saying, well, I was owed the money. Nah, you won't owe the money. Nah, you won't owe the money. But thank you for letting me know that man ain't lying on you and them Texas ain't lying on you either. That's the only thing I got from that. It like the more
he talks, fashion fair beat for me.
Oh, dear God.
He absolutely did admit to stealing that money when he said, because the thing was he don't like the word kickback, but once he explained, he gonna say, I don't take no kickbacks. I just bring deals to the table and I get the money that's owed to me. Sir, that is the whole definition of a kickback. That is the definition. So he absolutely stole the money. He admitted to stealing Tasha. He admitted to stealing Tamika damn money too. If y'all was paying attention to that, but I'll wait till we get there.
He definitely said you can't prove it. So when the person say you can't prove it, then 9 times out of 10 they did it.
Anytime somebody say you can't prove it, and then he gonna go on to say, last I checked, as he was stumbling and mumbling, talking about something. I don't even know how you check. I mean, what you got to get him to sign it? He was doing all this. You got to get him to sign it, and then don't you need their social security number or something? Sir, you just told us how you did it. What you got to forge somebody's signature? You got 4J signature, and then you got sir. You just told us how they did it.
Mm-hmm. And not just that, but Tamika, Tiny, and Candy confirmed that when in the earlier parts of them being a group, everybody had each other's passports, social, and I think something else. So you pretty much had everything but her signature. And for you to be like, well, don't you gotta do this and this, sir? Yes. And then Tamika provide, but again, this was aired after she already showed the receipt, so it's just, oh, you didn't help your case at all.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. He was confirming exactly what he did. Confirming exactly what he did, sir. You stole that. Listen, y'all stole that girl. Run her money.
Well, I hope for all of the Christians out there. I hoped that on Good Friday and on Sunday that y'all send up a prayer to the Lord and pray that the Lord spares that family, because whether they know it or not, the feds don't need Tamika to cooperate to file some charges, because everything they did is federal. Either one of them going to jail or both
federal.
of them going to jail. So
I just want to know.
Tamika already said. And Tamika said the statute of limitations ain't up. So.
I just want to know, did anybody in the chat even stream Latasha's album? Because the last time I looked on iTunes, it fell completely off. The highest that it got on the main chart was number 88, and it quickly fell down to 114. And then the last time I checked, it was at 135, and then it immediately fell off the charts. And this was in the first 24 hours of it being released. So I'm waiting to see what the first week numbers will be like, but they probably won't even report them because they're going to be this low. And I know iTunes is not necessarily what you would look at as far as sales these days, because it's all about the streaming. But I don't think people were really streaming, because gospel is not like anything that people stream that much anyway, unless you're like Mary or Yolanda Adams or somebody like that. And being that Latasha is servicing all of her gospel records to adult contemporary radio, because they all sound like R&B tracks, and she got a new music video called Afraid, where she has on her Soul Train dress and Soul Train wig, basically trying to use that as a way to victimize herself. And she went on all these press tours and had a snotty nose Instagram live, and nobody still bought the album. And that's all I got on that.
So how do y'all feel? Because on the show, it ended with Candy being the righteous, good-hearted person that she is, saying that the door is always open. But then based off of the last couple of speak on it, it seemed like that door ain't quite as open as we think. So how do y'all feel if Latasha comes back trying to get back in the group? Do y'all think they should let her back in? Like, do y'all think they should let her out and all of that?
I feel like at this point, this has become a pattern, and I just don't feel like they need to go down that road no more. We done been there and done that. You wanted a solo career, Beyonce, so you don't need Kelly and Michelle and LaToya and Latavia and Farrah no more. You don't need them no more. You don't need them no more. You got your solo deal. You right where you wanted to be, and you stole that from your sister too. So just go on ahead and lay up with that at night, and let these people do what they've been doing, because they don't need you.
So this is how I feel about it. I think this is my prediction. My prediction is I think that it's going to end a legal battle. When we found out that Tamika and Latasha own the name Xscape, I do not think I want her back in the group, and I think it's going to become a legal battle about the name. That's my opinion.
Well, for me, in hindsight, you will want all 4 members to be, there as far as the shows are concerned. But Latasha really don't want to be in that group. Latasha wants to be a solo artist. She's been trying to be a solo artist since '98, and she finally got an album out. And hopefully now she realizes that nobody cares about her as a solo artist. Because we didn't care about her as a solo artist when she was trying to step her ass out the group during Traces on My Lipstick. And, you know, we definitely don't care about her at this point trying to sing gospel music. She trying to, child, okay. Thinking she going to be the Shirley Caesar of 2023, and that's not what she's here to be.
Child, please. Shirley nor her person wanted to be around her, child. Because y'all had
Did
me
you
gagging
notice? Did you notice in that video when she was standing up there in front of Shirley, her purse was behind her? She don't want Tasha stealing no money out of her purse.
Shirley so damn messy, child.
No money or no juicy fruit out her purse.
Well, look, I'm just waiting for Latasha to blame her low album sales on Candy. Even though Candy been saying for weeks.
Oh, you know it's gonna be Candy.
Her album on Good Friday. She been saying it for weeks. I bet you she's still gonna blame Candy.
She gonna find a way to blame Candy. You know that. She gonna find a way to blame Candy. Oh, go ahead, Boo. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, babe.
No, I was just agreeing with y'all. I was just like, as far as the album sales and everything is concerned, you know, at the end of the day, until Tasha is willing to take accountability, because now that I'm seeing this show and I mean whatever, editing is whatever, but I need to give all of them an award for putting up with Tasha's ass. Like, we saw a glimpse of it in the Still Kicking It show, but after this show, listen, I need to give all of them an award. This is what y'all been putting up with for the last 20 years. Like, my God. So go ahead. That's it.
So both groups is getting ready for the show, whatever the case may be. And we see a scene where SWV decides to allow Understanding to be the last song. Now, a lot of people came under my comments and they was perturbed by that scene because they wanted to know how did they come to that conclusion. Like they said, we saw them arguing about it, then out of nowhere they just agreed to let it happen. So the people want to know, was the group behind that? Was the managers behind that? Like, everybody want to be all in their business. And I'm like, why does it matter? They came to an understanding, and that just is what it is.
Because they needed the understanding. Pun intended.
According to Candy, the musical director made a decision. According to Candy on her tweet on it. I still disagree with that decision, but that's just me. I still think we should have ended, but that's just me.
I agree. I do.
I think we all agree with that. But I do feel like if SWV was going to open the show, if they wanted Week to close it, then Xscape should have opened the show.
I agree with that. I can agree with that.
Not with no love on my mind, though. I don't know who the hell told them to open it up with that, but okay.
I happen to like that song. Thank you.
No, I like it too, but there ain't no opening song. There ain't no opening song. Like,
yes,
you don't. No, it's not.
I got love on my mind, and then you remember the video, and you be trying to do the dance move in the video. Yes.
Looking like Candy.
Listen, that was my favorite part, was when they were sitting down and they did that used to be my shit right there.
But then again, I'd rather them open it up with that than Feel So Good, because no. Just no.
I don't like Feel So Good. That ain't
no. Not Feel So
Good. It don't
good.
make you want to clap your hands and stump your feet. Every little word that they sing to y'all, it'll make y'all feel so good.
And then you know what? One of the last few, I don't know which roasting review it was. I think it was the last time you hosted it. They thought that me and you didn't like Feel So Good. It's not that we don't like it. I just don't think it's an opener.
It's not.
You know, that's no.
Feel So. Let me tell you something. Feel So Good is the song that you. Feel So Good is a song that you use as a transition. You give us a little bit of the hook, and you transition. Like, Feel So Good is not even a song that you need to use a whole performance. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been to a concert and they use a song that sort of is a transition. But that's my opinion.
I agree.
What was you gonna say, y'all?
I got love in my mind. You got me grooving on that.
No, I was only gonna say, like, I'm not one to judge on what is and what isn't an opener individually, but for this collective group with SWV coming out with what was it? Anything? Was that what
Yeah,
started?
it was anything.
Yeah, yeah. You need something up tempo. I'm sorry. Feel so good. It's one of those like going from that to feel so good. It's kind of like it's a little murky. It's a little murky. But if it was like
Yeah,
their
you don't need
own
that.
show, oh, what man? Do you?
I just feel like they should open it with just kicking it. That's just me.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Mm.
Not no damn feel so good. I'm always against that. It's just like, and Tasha ass always suggesting this shit. Let's open up with feel so good. No.
I don't know. Like, is that like? I guess that's her favorite song. Shit.
Child. Listen to her album. We shouldn't be listening to her about no musical selection.
So
Ooh.
Go ahead, T.
So Latasha and Ed was still in hands. Speaking of still in his soul, they at this upgraded trap house with a pool, and a private chef, a Tamika money. That's how they got that shit with Tamika money. Be clear. And that's a sin and a shame. Y'all just blatantly showing all of that money coin in her face
That's how
with
they
the
paying.
upgraded trap house with a pool again. I say.
That's how they paying that damn the damn entourage that she got with Tamika money.
Period.
That's how they. And why the hell does she? What the hell does she need with all them damn people
Oh,
running up behind her? That's what I'm trying
hold
to
up,
understand.
because we're gonna get on that. So they talk about that, and then Rocky continues to talk himself to another rabbit hole and let the people know that he is responsible for stealing that girl check. But we knew that. We didn't need that. We knew that. We knew that when Tamika first said it. So him coming out and lightweight admitting it don't do nothing for me. But what I will say is, when it again, the folk get on my last nerve with this comment. I'm just gonna say it. Why do y'all base everything on Candy Birds?
Oh my God,
Well,
child.
Candy has an entourage, but Tasha can't have her. I'm like, why do y'all base everything on what Candy Pants
Wait.
got? At the
Wait.
end of the day, it makes sense why she will have an entourage with her. It doesn't make sense why Tasha got one, and she looks like the oddball out.
I mean, if we want to compare apples to oranges, if we want to, how many businesses does Candy the Burris have?
Hmm?
Better yet, let's talk about penmanship. How many songs have Lataco wrote compared to how many that Candy has wrote that has charted, that are on albums, that are number one? How many? Like, she has Bedroom Candy, she has her restaurants, she's doing Broadway, she's doing production, she's putting shows on Bravo, and not to mention her house was not broken into, but somebody jumped the gate and whatnot. So this is a reason for her to have an entourage, security, and all of that, and she don't have that big of an entourage. So y'all tell me, or those that are saying it, what is Latasha doing that she need all of these people, especially when I'm gonna stop. Go ahead, really.
You're finna go in.
I was. Go ahead, really be.
Hey, El Teddy.
Candy isn't paying for her entourage with her sister's stolen money.
That part. That part.
Candy can have an entourage. Listen.
Oh my God.
Check Candy's net worth against Latasha's net worth, and decide who need and who can. And even in that show, and again, it could be editing, but we know how Candy travels. But again, Candy still didn't show up diva. She was on time. She was ready to go. When she showed up, she was in costume, hair and makeup done. She was on time backstage. She was on time for rehearsal. She was on, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if we want to say, oh, well, they all have entourage, but she wasn't being a diva about it.
And what's so funny is Funky Dineva even called the BS out in his video because he said half of the people that was with her he know personally, and even he said they ain't had no reason being there. He was confused as to why the hell they was
Right.
there. So it's like
He said they ain't got no reason to be there.
Like you even got somebody walking around combing your your brittle ass wig. Like, girl.
not a brittle ass.
And then she had a videographer. Man, you need a videographer while you being video for a reality show. What do you need a separate videographer for? What the hell? And whatever. Do you know they have made whole movies with a cell phone? Everybody got a cell phone. If you need somebody to film you doing something, take it out and hit it. They have filmed entire movies with a damn iPhone. Ma'am. Oh, we lost y'all.
Child, but then you lost y'all, Jesus.
And
I mean, I don't know. You're right. And that wasn't. Now, don't get me wrong. I won't mad at the chef. The chef was a cutie, but it's like for what? What did he need to be there for? Well, I guess all them people in your house. That's probably why he was at all them people. And Tasha called it out.
Feed them 20 people.
But Tamika called it out. Tamika was like, "Those are all Rocky's people." She said, "They ain't none of her damn people. She don't even know half them damn people." Again, I believe Tamika.
Exactly.
But what did y'all think about him basically admitting to stealing that girl check? Not only did he admit to it, he laid out how they did it. They, not just him, they. He laid it all out in the confessionals. But y'all keep saying, well, that's why, because when it comes to Tasha, people be like, well, that's why he don't want her to speak for them. Well, he don't need to be speaking either.
He really don't.
What y'all think about that?
The people of the internet said the taco is worth $3 million. Okay, well, Candy's worth 5 times that. So, contrary to popular belief, $3 million really ain't a lot of money.
It's damn sure ain't.
And remember, when they do your net worth, or when they do your net worth, they include like property and stuff like that. Hell, her house probably $1 million.
Period.
Look,
so that's one gone. It's 2 left.
I said exactly. I said this already, y'all. And also remember too, her net worth is probably based off the fact that Xscape has been touring for the last couple of years. Remember, Candy said they made millions off of that just kicking it tour or still kicking it tour. She said they made millions. So her net worth is based off of her Xscape income that she is no longer going to be getting because she is not to film, Lord, not to sing with Xscape. But let me say this about Rocky. Rocky is a prosecutor's dream. Have y'all ever looked at the show first? Rocky is the dude that before they get talking good, Rocky then gave them everything, but let me get some pen and paper and some McDonald's and everything. Because he thinks he's the smartest person in the room. He thinks he's smarter than everybody else. So yeah, he not only admitted to doing it, he told y'all how he did it.
Mm-hmm.
Lord have mercy.
So the groups meet up to rehearse. Now, what made my blood boil, and I'm going to be honest, I ain't even talk about it, but what made my blood boil was seeing her show up 2.5 hours late. And I with a crew of people. And I was really glad that people had called that out too when I didn't. I appreciate everybody else that did because I agree with Candy. Girl, we don't care. You sitting around here trying to put on this air like you that girl, but girl, we do not care. Like, you ain't got to go through all of this, sis. Like, it's money to be made. It's money on the table. We're supposed to be professional. You sitting over here showing up 2.5 hours late to prove a point to people. What point are you damn proving? To people that got stuff just like you. I mean, I don't.
Child.
Whatever. So,
using lies and alibis.
Right. So, it was a lot going on in this rehearsal. Where do y'all want to start first? Do y'all want to start with Lily being messy? Do you want to start with Taj getting Don Juan together lightweight? Do you want to start with Coco saying she just finna fuck everybody up on stage? Like, what? where, where do y'all want to start first? It was a lot going on.
Well, I would say I holler when Lily called her Diana Ross because that's exactly who she really want to be anyway. So,
baby.
Well, let me ask y'all this: do y'all feel like Don Juan had a right to like speak up in that moment?
No.
I don't see it any different from SWV's manager having something to say about what the fuck Xscape was doing. I mean, I don't.
Well,
I don't
well, their
see
manager didn't say nothing to them. He spoke to the creative director.
But he said something about them though. He was talking about them wasting time. They need to hurry up. They need to hurry up. We ain't got enough time for all of this. So I mean, he had his opinion. So why can't Don Juan have his? And I just feel like whenever Don Juan says anything, I mean, just like somebody said, he was a part of the creative thing. So it was like, of course, why can't he have anything to say? But because it's Don Juan, people are gonna have a problem with it. And I get it. People don't like Don Juan because he always got something to say. But in that particular moment, I didn't really see nothing wrong with him saying what he was saying. Since he was a part of the creative standpoint,
I'm gonna say
why
this.
wouldn't he have nothing to say?
Right. I looked at a video that Don Juan. Well, I looked at clips of a video that Don Juan did, and Don Juan said the same thing. He said, Bravo always edits him as that guy. He said they never edit me when I'm being supportive. They never edit me or show me when I'm being nice. He said he was in that room when Tamika started crying at the end of the episode. He said, and I was the first person to walk over to her and to hug her and to comfort her even before Candy did. But they didn't show that because they always want to show me being an asshole. And so I feel like this. Was Don Juan right or wrong in that moment? Honestly, I don't know because that scene was so chopped up. You could tell it was so edited and so chopped up. But I feel like I agree. I feel like they want to make Don Juan the villain so much that I'm like, why? Like it's like that. You know what I'm saying? When I say they, I mean the editors, because that's who they've always shown us Don Juan is. Even going back to the early Real Housewives days, they always show Don Juan as that person. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I don't know either, child. I know for me. See, I didn't know he was a part of the creative situation, so that's why in my review I was like, with Don Juan, I get it, but I wish you wouldn't have said nothing because it was already a lot going on, and then you coming in saying something, and then the way they edited it, it made it seem as if Taj had to tell you to shut the hell up. But come to find out, that's not what happened. So it's like hearing it, I get it, but I mean I don't know. Like I said, I love Don Juan. I ain't got no issues with him. He doing what he do. So y'all said Don Juan is being messy boots.
Someone said bring a better idea, but I think based on what Don Juan said, he did bring a better idea to Taj, and they didn't air that. It's a lot that went on with that scene that was edited out because even Taj did admit that she don't care for Don Juan. She said that in that very live, but she did say that she didn't tell him to shut the F up. She said she would never tell him to shut the F up. She wasn't even talking to Don Juan in that scene. So, yeah.
All right.
Now she's saying she don't really care for Don Juan like that. Oh,
she definitely said that in that line. She did say she didn't care for him.
See, Don Juan public enemy number one round here. Y'all better leave Don Juan alone. Speaking of leaving people alone, y'all better leave Coco alone because Coco said she was finna go through that bitch like a record ball. And I believe every word of what Coco said. That's why I was glad that Lily was there to talk her off the edge because Coco was over it. And I don't know. What?
Honestly, I don't know how I feel about that scene. Like my thing is, if it was her not having having enough medication, all right, that's a you problem, real talk. And this is And no, this comes from somebody that deals with anxiety and depression, and I have medication for it. So that's one of those where if you didn't have enough or you didn't talk with your doctor or whatever and make sure you had enough to get through it, that's on you. Now, if you own it and just the whole situation was stressful, that's another thing. Because I'll be honest, the way that was going, me being the person that I am, I would have been real pissed because I'm about professionalism. I'm about things being done a certain way, people being on time. So if it's that, I understand. But if we're blaming it on you not having your meds, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to hear it. Call me insensitive, but I don't care.
And this whole we from New York. We from New York. All this we from New York stuff was getting on my damn nerves because it's just like, okay, you from New York. What the fuck does that supposed to mean? Because you from New York. That means that because you from New York, y'all can instantly whoop a bitch ass. Absolutely not. Please stop. I don't want to make this a New York versus the South thing because I go in.
Right. And I agree 100% with Socrates because I said the same thing. You knew you were filming this show that potentially you've done reality TV before. You know what it entails. So you knew you were filming a show that was going to probably be somewhat stressful or whatever the situation is. It absolutely was your responsibility and job to make sure that you had enough meds to last you the duration. And if you ran out for whatever the reason is, you get on the phone, you call your doctor, and you get a prescription. And I understand, and that goes for everything. There's medication that I'm on, not for anxiety or what have you, but I need it. If I'm traveling, that is always one of the first things I do. When I knew I was going to be out of the country last year for 2 weeks, over a week, I made sure that I had enough medication to last me not just the time I was gone, but extra days just in case something happened. And I made sure I took not just the days that I was going to be gone, but extra days in case something happened. And so I don't think that's an excuse. I think that she frustrated, she was ready to go off, and she used that as an excuse. It's the same thing, and it bothers me the same way it always bothers me when a woman does something. It's like, I'm on my period. Bitch, that don't have to, like, I hate. And don't get me wrong. There are legitimate hormonal things that happen. That's not what I'm saying. But I hate when that is always the excuse when there's bad behavior. So no, you didn't have, because she said the same thing about the meeting that they had when she was like, I sold 30 million records, bitch. So you didn't have your medication then, and you still didn't have your medication at the end. That's a bigger issue for me.
I agree with everything y'all saying, but Coco still gagged me, and I still believe every word she said. She was gonna kick every last ass on that stage, and I believe every word she said. When she got up here and admitted she was finna unalive somebody that the people say was her ex-husband or ex-boyfriend or baby daddy, so they say. I don't know. Don't get me the line. I'm just repeating what the folks say. I believe every word of what she said.
First of all, she was not joking, and I am not taking this seriously at all. She was not joking when she was saying the shit that she was saying. She was dead ass serious. Y'all not finna sit up here. She's like, y'all not finna sit up here and try to make me believe that she wasn't serious, because she definitely was serious.
She was dead ass serious.
But let me say this though. Let me say this before you move on. The thing that I don't like about this is it's absolutely okay for Coco to sit up here and say that she gonna slap somebody or she want to fight and all this other stuff. It's a gaggable moment, just like T said. I was laughing my ass off when she said it. Don't get me wrong. But if it was anybody else on that stage from the other group that said that, they would have been ready to be trying to drag them. I just see the biasness that's going on. Because if that was Tamika out here saying, oh, I want to fight, then them Xscape girls, they got big egos. They're out here trying to fight now. But Coco out here talking about she want to fight just because she irritated.
Oh,
everybody's going up for that.
No, I'm just saying, for me, if we're blaming the lack of medication, I'm not cool with that. That's all that I was saying. Everything else, I'm cool with. Oh, okay.
No, I get what you're saying. I just want to say that because I'm just going by based off of the things that I saw on Twitter. Because, like I said, I agree with T. It was a gaggable moment. Trust and believe me, it was. But if, just like somebody said in the chat, if that was somebody from Xscape, like Tamika talking about she want to fight, then they would have said, "Oh, these Xscape girls trying to fight." Oh, Candy must have got up at Tamika and told her to go up here and say she gonna whoop somebody's ass. You know, it's just like it's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Well, I mean, we already got Candy on camera saying that she want to drag a bead at the was it the pillow talk? Yeah, the pillow talk.
Right.
So
Right.
we didn't see it.
And
Why
y'all
bringing
bring up something
up
from the trailer for the Real Housewives of
from the
Atlanta?
Housewives of Atlanta? She didn't say nothing about. She ain't said nothing about headbutting nobody on this show. She said that on Atlanta, and we don't even know what she headbutting folks for. So
We don't even know what that's about, right?
We don't
And
even know what
here
that's
you go
about,
again,
so we
bringing
can't
up
say
Candy.
nothing about it.
Right. Nobody said Candy. Gotta use example of Tamika. Y'all love to hate on Candy. I swear y'all do.
All the time. All the time.
Nobody
Speaking of
even
Candy.
said Candy.
Oh my goodness.
Well, speaking of Candy, we got a small little funny moment before the show with Candy and Tamika, and this is when she coined him Edward Stillinghans and our dad.
Wait. Tamika needs to get that on the shirt ASAP. Like
Yeah.
Hold on, wait.
Listen,
We did not use
it was
Candy as an
funny as hell.
example. We did not use Candy as an example. We used Tamika as an example. What I said was if Tamika was the one that was talking about fighting somebody, then folks would have been trying to say that Candy put her up to it. That's what I said. Candy was never the example. Tamika was.
But I did bring up Candy. I was just referencing the pillow talk. That's look, y'all. We just gagging up here, okay? Get out y'all feelings. All right.
But as far as Edward Stillerhands, whatever his name is, that shit was funny.
But that's my whole
That thing was
point.
hilarious when she said that.
But see, that's my thing. Drama aside, all of them are funny as hell. Like seeing them just cackle like that with each other, like I could sit around them and hear that all day because I was dead. Like I think they really do that. They just get along.
Listen, I holler when she said that. I holler when she said that.
Sure.
Cause that was funny, but Tamika don't like Rocky, and I can only imagine how family dinners go.
Well, I mean, I think it was last episode when she came to the studio and he spoke to her and she smoothed her head, gave him dust. I was like, oh, all right. We're keeping that energy, all right.
And I didn't blame him.
The difference is
Tiny has said that's another one y'all got to watch. Y'all don't be paying attention to Tiny. Tiny is hilarious.
I do. I agree with you. I am Diva Nicole. Thank you for that. I agree. And yes, Tiny is fucking funny. I didn't realize that Tiny was that funny until this show. She is funny as hell.
But there were a few moments where if y'all paid attention, you can see that the person that's probably quick to put hands on somebody is Tiny. If y'all really know what I'm saying, like if you really pay attention, you can tell that she about that life.
Candy said.
Her and Candy.
That's what Candy said. Candy was like, "Yep, they sure did." But Candy said that. Candy was said. She said, "Tiny, the one y'all need to be worried about." Tiny, Tiny was the gift.
I believe it though.
Right, I feel like Tiny don't do no whole lot of talking. I feel like she don't do no whole lot of talking. When Tiny show up, if she ready, it's gonna be a fight. It ain't gonna be. She's not doing a whole lot of talking.
But see, the ones that's real funny and the ones that's silent as hell, the ones that don't say too much, them the ones you need to watch out for. Them the ones who really know how to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
some people use their mouth to intimidate people.
Tiny was funny on Family Hustle. People just didn't really pay. I just think people didn't pay attention, but she was hilarious on Family Hustle.
But see, I didn't really watch Family Hustle like that, so I can't say nothing about that because I ain't really watched Family Hustle. Now I did watch Family and Friends Hustle, but I didn't watch Family Hustle like that. But I definitely know that she has had me hollering on this show.
Yes,
they could have just brought Xscape still kicking it back for all I care.
And then, especially with Tiny laughing at the text message in her interview, She wasn't right for that, but it was
They
funny as
didn't turn
hell.
that into a whole meme.
I know.
They didn't turn that shit into a whole meme.
Because it was funny. Like that's some shit. I honestly, when my friends argue in a group message and I ain't got shit to do with it, I be laughing just like that. It ain't
Right.
got nothing to
You
do
sit
with
on the
me, so I
sideline
ain't
like,
getting
oh
in it.
hell no. What them
So
lights
we
looking
about
like,
to
y'all?
Let me
what
see.
is the lights looking like?
Let's see.
Oh, let me
Because
check.
I know we got almost 400 people in here. First of all,
Okay.
188.
oh, it's 188 likes. Okay, and you almost got 400 people in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna need for y'all to get those likes up. No tea, no shade. But we can do better than that. We could do a lot better than that. Like, come on.
So I'm just curious before we get to the big stuff. How did y'all feel about Rocky, twitching in the interview and
Oh
all
God.
that manic behavior? And then also somebody else pointed out that it looked like he had makeup on his face during that. I don't look at him like that, so I didn't catch it. I'm like, oh, but I did see all that jitter. Just like, did you take a bump before you got on camera? So what's
I
going
was
on?
looking at it like this. It's giving coke.
Okay.
Yeah,
Listen,
Not that cold.
Rocky.
he had a better beat.
Listen. Look, Rocky was giving Charlemagne realness with that skin. So I am on your side with. I don't know if it's peeling, if he getting chemical pills or what. But you're right when it comes to that. But when you lie and you a liar, that's one of the first signs of that twitching. Because
It
this is
was
exactly what he
giving.
was doing, twitching, all in the seat, couldn't sit still, couldn't look somebody directly in the eye. All signs of a liar.
Shit, he was giving Adam's family with that makeup to me. I'm just saying.
Adam,
That's what he was giving to
They
child.
me.
spooky and they creepy. They serious.
That's what he was giving to me. Okay.
But that's my thing, though. To
He
be
was giving
honest,
junkie vibes. Wow.
Hmm.
He said he
is
was
Not
ready
y'all
for
gonna
his
Tasha.
big
close
them.
up.
But I want to ask y'all this because I already asked Scotty. But since y'all up here, I want y'all opinion. Now we know Tasha is involved in a lot of stuff, but could it be possible that there are some things that he has done that Tasha isn't privy to? And could it be possible that one of those times was this promoter thing? Because somebody brought it up into my comments, and I'm not gonna lie, it could happen. Like we know that she is involved in a lot of things, but just how sneaky and conniving he is, he could just be involved in more stuff that she just don't know. But she's gonna ride for her husband regardless. You know what I'm saying? She's
The
proven that already.
the only reason why people be the only reason why people be feeling like that because she makes the point to say, I know everything. I'm aware of
Mm-hmm.
everything. I know everything. So it makes people
Mm-hmm.
feel like she know everything. But there is a possibility that she did not know.
I agree. It's a possibility. Not everything, but I think
Right.
with the kickback, I do think with the kickback, it did seem like she didn't know what the hell was going on.
What's that really be? Ernest.
Do I think? Do I think that it is a possibility that he could have been doing stuff without her knowing? I absolutely believe that that is a possibility because he's a damn crook.
Mm-hmm.
But you know who you dealing with after 28 years. You know who he is. You know what he is, and you know what he is capable of. Now, in the instance of the two things that we learned about during the filming of this show, I think she was aware of it. She may not have been aware of it all along as far as Rocky is concerned, but I believe those text messages. And the text messages said, I talked to my wife and she know what she got to do. Remember, the text specifically said that Tasha was in on it. And Tiny was like, now it makes sense because we were trying to figure out why she wanted Candy to come back and tour when we were making more money without Candy. She was like, Candy, my girl and all, but I was like, why the hell we bringing her back? So I believe that because the time lines up. Now,
Mm-hmm.
do I think that Rocky has done things without her knowing? Yeah, but I think she knew about this.
I can
Tamika
agree with
has a
that.
single coming out with Method Man for the
Yep,
21st.
she do.
Hey, baby daddy. That's my baby daddy right there. Oh, oh.
We finna win me. We finna win you.
Nah, not y'all
You
finna
got
Wait,
win me.
well,
really
let's
B?
get to
Wait,
man.
really B? I thought you said Ice Cube was just switching up, huh?
I had
Ooh.
to
Oh,
divorce
she want
Ice
both
Cube.
of them.
I had to divorce Cube. Remember? I had to divorce him. He was out here caping for Trump. I had to divorce him.
So
Now I'm
speaking
down
of
low
which,
key.
we
I'm
gon'
down low key.
me too. Me
Me
I
too.
can't
too.
wait to
Now I know
hear
who
it.
won. But now we're gonna get down to the show. Now I personally enjoyed the show for what it was. I thought it was cute for what it was. The crowd went up for it for what it was, and what I genuinely loved was seeing both groups go up for each other. I don't know why that does me like it makes my heart sing, but it do. Like I totally enjoyed them enjoying each other, singing each other's song, dancing to each other's song, all that good stuff. I love that. That was the biggest part about that whole thing that I went up for. And seeing Tamika give Darnell that nasty lap dance during week. I said, you better get it, girl. Yes, God.
Well, I just hope that maybe next week or the week after they'll just actually let us see the performance on Bravo. Like I think we should get that. That's all that I want. I want the full
Yeah,
show.
I agree.
Cause I still want a SWV and Xscape tour. I want that. Add TLC to the tour, and we got a badass tour. Let me
Oh,
have
yes,
that.
God. I'm dead.
Let me
Let me
have
have
that. Okay.
all of it.
I want that. I want an SWV
I would
TLC Xscape tour.
like to see. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that, and I definitely would love to see um some resolution with the two groups. I really hate that things went bad for them and their relationship. So I would really love to see some resolution where they can, clear things up. But yeah, I agree. I would go to the tour too. I would go.
Yeah, I definitely would go. Not Rocky using bleach.
Well, not right. Y'all trying to. By the time they get done, Lord, everybody be bleaching.
So,
But it's kind of like, not to cut you off, T. I'm sorry, but
right.
just like you said, you like to see them like singing each other's songs and being in support of each other. That's
Mhm.
just like when we be quoting each other's lines when we do our videos, and we be just like how me and y'all constantly be saying Mona bitch because Rocks be saying it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like that.
or whenever I say mammy, that's giving props to T over there.
Look, when we first started doing roast review this time around, and when T first called in Lady Mamie Gloria, I died laughing for about 10 minutes of this live. They was tired of me laughing. I could not stop laughing. I swear. But go ahead, T. I just had to put that out there.
So we're gonna get to the last
T
part of
stupid.
this thing. Tamika, why do you keep trying? That's all I want to know. Why do you keep trying to at this
Because
point,
that's her sister.
she's
That's her
never I
sister.
get it, but at the end of the day, even with family, you got to learn how to just let some people fall by the wayside. Even
Mhm.
that's your sister, because she, like, even in this moment, she doesn't mind basically disowning you. But the gag is she been disowning you majority of her life, to let you tell it. You and Mammy Wig, her and Mammy Wig got mean to say. It's just like, and it's like you still going through this, and you damn near 50 at this point. No, ma'am. At some point, you got to just learn how to let sleeping dogs lie. No
Well,
shit. I get that's your sister, but what's it really worth at this point?
I think she
I'm
did it one because she wants a relationship, but also all the times that she did it, because again, you don't know what they're going to include on camera, like, well, include on the show. So at least she's showing that I'm putting forth the effort. So if it ever comes out, oh, well, you ain't never tried. Yes, I did. You see me do it several times. How many times did she try? My sister didn't. You know what I'm saying? So it could be that possible.
And you know, like
I'm
I
gonna say
said, but
this.
go ahead.
Oh,
I
my
think
bad.
you have a delay.
My thing is, I think I have a delay too, so my apologies, you guys. But this is my 2 cents on it. I agree with y'all 100%. I think that I cannot want to see you go to jail and walk away and not have a relationship with you. The minute I found out she stole my money, knowing that I was down and out, knowing I was doing bad, knowing that I did as much as she needed it, and not only, and it would even be different if Tasha didn't get her own money. Girl, you got the same checks I got. So you were greedy enough that not only take your money, you took my money. Now I
Right.
can say, okay, that's your sister. You want to put her in jail, but we ain't got to be friends. And even if we're gonna do the group and make money, I'm gonna go on stage. I'm gonna sing the songs, and I'm gonna go about my business. There would be no relationship. So I agree. I don't know why. I mean, I know that's her sister. I don't know why she feels like she needs to mend that. And I understand that they were raised in faith and they PKs and all of that. But God also taught thou shalt not steal. You know what I'm saying? So like it ain't all on Tamika. You know, you did you and again, like I keep saying, until you are in a position where you can accept what you did to me and sincerely apologize for it, it ain't not oh, and give me my money back. But they ain't nothing for us to talk about.
Oh, and God also detests the person that sows seeds of discord, but they ain't none of my business.
Period. Period. That's why I say I get that's her sister, but at some point, it's just like you beating your head up against a brick wall. And for y'all mama to be as old as she is, and she's still sitting around here treating this girl the way that she like it ain't right, Mammy Wig, all of these Bible verses that you run around here quoting, all these kitten heels that you be having stepping up in the Kojic church, and look at how you sitting around here doing your daughter. It ain't right.
I do agree with all y'all because at the end of the day, like I do see it from really being y'all's standpoint, like, yeah, it is her sister, but then going back to what T says, I feel like at the same point in time, even though that is her sister has shown her that she really could care less about trying to fix anything with her. So to me, it's like, why bother? Why keep trying? Why keep, trying to make things right with her at this particular point? Like, why? Because I get that it's family, but at some point we gotta realize that even though it's family,
Relatives.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Even though it's family, you still gotta realize that at some point, even though it's family, you gotta wash your hands of certain situations. Like I always tell y'all all the time, my mama don't talk to her own damn mama or her daddy. She don't fuck with now one of them. So I think my mama said if one of them died, she wouldn't even attend the funeral. She wouldn't plan a funeral. Somebody else have to do it. She'll be like, get somebody else to do it. Because she wasn't raised by now one of them. So, I mean, you know what else? Mama don't really talk to nobody in her family, really. So it's just like sometimes even with the family, you just gotta let it go. Sometimes it is what it is. That's how I see it.
But it's almost like the same thing with Candy. Like, if y'all paid attention to Candy, she didn't do a whole lot. Why? Because everybody got to see who the real problem was. So I think that's kind of along the same lines of what Tamika was doing, just showing, hey, I'm trying. So everybody can see, look, I've been trying. He just didn't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, really big?
I'm gonna say this. Wilma Lewis, thank you for that information. Wilma Lewis said Tasha had the crew and they were renting the house because she was filming her music videos and they filmed behind the scene clips for her music video Afraid. Well, then that gives me some insight. So I do understand her having the entourage at the rental house, but she still didn't need to bring all them hoes down to the concert.
Right, 2.5 hours damn late. And then you shooting a low budget video to that low budget ass Airbnb with a pool in the back. Child, if y'all run around here stealing people funds and that's the best y'all can do.
She
Right.
ain't spending
But
no
the
people
gag is
funds.
that's what people.
Listen,
What?
y'all really think Motown gave her a budget?
That's a good question.
Child,
Yeah,
I
Motown
can't.
ain't
Well,
give her no damn budget.
is Motown still dealing with them? Because I think I read somewhere where they were saying Motown is still sticking by her, standing by her, or something like that.
Yeah, they standing by her until it come out. I bet you she won't get another album.
Listen,
Child.
okay.
Well, that's really all we got, y'all. Because when Tamika asked, where are they as sisters? Tasha said, "Right there, right there. That's what we are, sisters. We're right there." And
Mm-hmm.
then she goes off and she says, "So all of these people, so this your family? Because they treat me a lot better than you." And I said, "Oh, okay." And
Well,
then
she told it.
Tamika was standing there crying.
Wait,
What
wait,
happened?
wait, wait. Don't forget that she also said to her, make sure mama got a room for you because you're
Yeah,
gonna be broke.
That's what I was going to say. That's the part I was going to say because you're gonna be broke.
Now that was funny when she said that. She said, "You gonna be broke. You better get a room at mama house because you're gonna be broke."
Said you better hope mama got a room. She said, "So let mama get that room ready for you because you're gonna be broke again." I said, "Oh shit."
I was
yeah.
hollering when she said that. Okay.
And did y'all notice something about Darnell slamming the door in Tasha's entourage's face
Now that
when
was
they tried to come in the
funny.
room too? I missed that. I missed that. But the people told me about that in the comments. I said, when that
I didn't
happened?
know he did that either.
That was so funny.
Oh, I missed that.
I missed it too. I
I
said, when
missed
did
it too.
that
I gotta go
happen?
back.
I was like, you better slam the door up in their damn face. They ain't got no business running up in here no way. Slam the door.
I want to know what I want to interview Darnell because I want to know how Darnell feel about his brother-in-law getting up here talk about something. He got naked pictures of his wife and all of the rest of this foolishness. Like I really want to know what the husband feel about Rocky getting over here saying crap like that about. Like that's really what I want to know. I ain't trying to start no stuff in their family.
I really believe that Darnell will beat the
You know what?
fuck
That's
out of
actually a
Rocky.
good question. I was gonna say that's actually a good question because I really do want to know because I know he is on go. I know he just put Tamika to say the word. I know he on go.
Cause he hardly ever say nothing. So that let me
At
know that
all.
he ain't about to talking now. He no ma'am.
Yeah, I don't think he doing a whole lot of talking too. I
I
don't
mean,
think
I
he
really
doing a
want
whole lot of
to.
talking either. I think he ready. I think he just on go. Like you say the word and this is on. I feel like he already got Rocky's address programmed in his GPS. Like he just ready to go.
Look, really be he on his E40. Tell me when to go.
Right.
Period.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I just think that because I agree, you're right. Rocky has been very disrespectful towards his wife. And I just think he won't go. I just think he's gonna go.
I
But
just
did
want
y'all
to see
see
And
him
all.
fight.
Tasha? Did y'all see Tasha or Watch What Happens Live when Andy brought up that sex tape and Tasha asked was like, "What's sex tape?" I don't know anything about a sex tape. I
She
said,
for
"This
her to
bitch
say she
right
know
here."
everything. For her to say she know everything, she never know
Oh
nothing when
God.
she asked about it.
It was her getting up there saying, I didn't say an open marriage. What I said was, we're open with each other. That's what I meant. We're open with each other. And everybody took that and turned it into
Girl,
something that it won't. I said,
girl,
well,
who
I
said
guess
y'all had
everybody
an
living on
open
the planet of the
marriage?
people eaters. That's what like, I'm getting
We
aggravated
just
because
stupid.
I'm
I mean,
moving
that's
stuff.
we're just stupid. Because when she said that, I said, "Wait, what?" Like, if you go back and look at what she said in context, she was talking about her husband having affairs and that they have an open marriage. Basically, that was her way of responding to Tasha K. But when ain't nobody buy it, and then all the mistresses came out and was like, nah, girl, go sit down somewhere. That's some shit.
I
Some shit that
I think the record label also said
got
something too.
But see, here's the thing. If it was all about open communication, you could have just said open communication. Why you say some people? Because if it's just about open communication, you never would have set your snotty nose ass on Instagram and said some people are ashamed to admit that the fact that they have an open marriage. We have that. Why would anybody be ashamed to say that they have open communication in their marriage? Like, Tasha, ain't nobody stupid but you. So stop.
And
What's
not
up,
only
sis?
that, but girl, that's the definition. That's the definition of a marriage. To have open communication with your partner. Ain't that what the fuck all y'all supposed to have in the marriage? Like, ain't that the definition of a marriage? That y'all got open communication.
Oh my
God. I don't know. I don't know. It was a lot, and then people felt like Andy Cohen was trying to like prep her and what to say and how to clean it up, because people felt like it was just a little PR thing, and I mean maybe, but at the end of the day, it doesn't help. Nothing. The only thing that's gonna help if it's Latasha get up here and say, y'all, they right. It did happen. I apologize. I'm gonna do better. Like, but to continue to sit here and go down this rabbit hole, Tasha, it's not gonna work for you, sis. And you trying to do gospel. You already got Shirley hiding her purse from you, child.
But here's the thing. Even if it was a PR stunt, like for Andy to help her clean up her image, it didn't work.
Because didn't nobody buy your album. It's already off the iTunes charts, baby. Ain't even been a week yet.
That's why that was why she went Ricky Smiley show, and that backfired on her ass too, because you're not genuine. You're not.
Oh,
genuine,
and let's not forget
man.
how the brat called her out and how she was pissed when the brat called her out. And the brat was ready for her and Rocky, baby. Because when Rocky said, I mean, Brat, you know me, she was like, what you mean I know you? What you saying? What you saying? Even though her ass sitting up there pregnant, the stud was coming out. Still.
Wait, I didn't like. I don't know which one. One of them said, "Is she pregnant?" Like what that mean? Like no, like again, she from Chicago. I'm here, but I know Chicago women, hood chicks that have been 8 months pregnant and still out there fighting. Now I don't condone it. I just did not know about it, and it's like, you really trying to mess with Brat like that? Like, come on now.
Right.
But they've been talking crazy.
Well,
You got that. You got. No, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Y'all know I got the delay. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. But and don't forget who the Brat's wife is, because Judy be down at the rest station waiting for your ass to come out. Judy don't play about her.
Right.
Judy don't play about her.
Right.
They said that Judy was down her Instagram. They said Judy was down to the Instagram telling her to tread. I don't know if that's true or not, but I believe it, because Judy don't play about her beautiful. They don't play about that.
Period.
Okay. Listen, it was Ricky for me when Ricky just kept asking, well, did you cash the check? Doing all of that. That's all he wanted to know. Did you cash the check? Did you take the moment? I said, I know that's right, Ricky. I'm on your side. That's all we want to know. Did you do it? I was with Ricky on that one. Did you do it, sir?
I really want somebody to ask the question that I want them to ask. Andy came close to asking the question that I needed him to ask, but this is what I don't understand why nobody's asking. If all of them got a check, right? Now, according to Tasha's version of the story, which I don't believe, but according to Tasha's version of the story, they were all living together. If me and Scotty are brother and sister, and we both of us had to move back home because our singing group, stopped touring, and we both ran out of money, and we had to move back home, and we are both broke. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we get this windfall of money, and I just started getting checks Because remember, they said it wasn't one check for 30,000. It was like 2,000 here, 5,000 here, 3,000 here. If all of a sudden started just getting checks out of nowhere, why wouldn't I talk to Scotty about it? So for Tasha to be sitting there acting like she don't even know what they're talking about, girl, you got the money. You at the very least, if Tasha had said, look, when I started getting my money, I asked my sister about the check, and she told me she had her check. Like, for you to sit there and act like you had no clue when your ass got the same checks that Candy and Tiny got. Like, girl, I don't know why nobody's asking that. They're just letting her get away with, I didn't know anything about it. My follow-up question would be, well, didn't you get your money? Well, when you got your money, you said you and your sister were living. Y'all were both broke. When you got your money, you ain't say to your sister, hey, girl, you see that blessing we got? Oh, my God. You see that money we got? Oh, my God. Thank you. Thank you to Tiny's mama. Oh, my goodness. We need to do something nice for Miss Di. Like, none of y'all. You didn't have no conversation with your sister. Money just started falling out the sky. And you were like, well, I got mine. Oh, well,
now money started falling out the sky.
Well, this is when we need Wendy Williams. This is when we need Wendy Williams, because she would ask the questions.
Right.
Listen, if they would have had a reunion, Wendy should have been the one to host it.
But listen, we know where half of the money went. Half of the money fell into one of Mammy Wig's bras, because that's exactly how that happened. Because I'm telling you, that's where half of the money went, into one of Mammy Wig's bras, because that's how all of that happened under her roof, and she did absolutely nothing about it, and still getting up here trying to act like she don't know nothing about it. That's what it is. Because it is. Then y'all know. Y'all know it is. She giving Mama Joyce.
Oh, it's the fact that you be calling her Mammy Glory, then you call her Mammy Wig. Like, how many mammies is she gonna be to?
Till I get tired.
Oh, not Mammy Wig.
Look, I just hope they don't have Mama Joyce on. I hope they don't have Mama Joyce on Atlanta this season, because if you say Mammy Joyce one time on this panel coming up, I am gonna holler the whole time. I just want you to know.
We really haven't seen that much of Mammy Joyce on the last one. We ain't seen too much of her in the last one. I hope we see her too. I do.
So you can call her Mammy Joyce. I'm telling you right now, if you call that lady that, I am going to holler. I'm telling you, I'm going to holler. I'm going to holler. I am going to holler.
I'm just saying.
Ooh,
yeah, Monica, we just gagged about that.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Jesus. T is a mess.
Monica, we just gagged about... I was more so gagging Coco. Because again, I said, I don't care what y'all say. Coco looked like a damn fool on Watch What Happens Live. People wanted to get under the comments and tried to act like she looked so great. No, she didn't. Like I said, she was giving Nene from the scat. I hated it. She was giving Portia in the face. I hated it.
God.
I didn't like them spray painted gold, but I ain't like none of it. And people came under the comments trying to get me together. No, ma'am. It won't my judge. Coco could have came a lot better. No shade. Tasha looked better than her. Giselle looked better than she did.
That's a lie. That is a lie from the depths of hell. Now that's a lie that I'm not gonna let y'all get about it.
Oh, that's not Giselle, not Giselle T, not Giselle, child.
Because I'm telling y'all. Somebody, Janelle said, can y'all put y'all cash apps in the, because I don't know y'all cash apps.
Scotty by nature.
How can I, huh?
How don't you know, T?
I don't know all y'all cash apps.
I just told you what mine was.
Hell, I don't even know my own cash app. I gotta look it up.
Okay, yours is Scotty by nature.
Yeah. Child, currently I'm
And thank you so
re-uploading the
much.
season finale of Boys Night Out, child. Finally, after a few months.
Y'all, what's yours?
What is it? Y C and then T spelt out with the S on the end.
YCTEES.
TEAS.
TEAS. Okay.
Y'all
I
so
hope that's
generous.
right.
Thank
Okay.
y'all.
Thank you so much for.
Uh,
Thank you for the love.
Yes, thank you.
We definitely
I
appreciate y'all.
period. I mean, I'm just, listen, y'all can go up for Coco's look all y'all want to. That's T.
You
That's
still
T.
going
I
on
will
about
put.
that?
I am. Because I didn't know who was sitting beside her. When I first saw it, I said, who the hell is this? And then when he said Coco, I
That,
said, Coco who?
Oh, I am tickled. I am tickled. I
see,
am
I'm wearing them
tickled.
boots when we come to New York to kidnap your ass. I'm wearing them boots.
Because we're definitely
Don't
gonna
you
do
wear them
that.
boots. Don't you wear them boots
I'm
around
wearing them
me.
boots.
D-
He gonna talk
Not
about
that.
your
Don't
baby.
do the hairstyle,
Baby,
please.
he is going to talk about your ass. I'm just letting you know that.
I don't care. I'm wearing them boots. I'm wearing the boots. Thank you so much for the cash app. Thank you, my love. Oh Lord. And please hit
I
that
think
like
it's
button, you guys.
could Tasha if so okay, so if Tasha does like y'all say on like the name or whatever, they changed it like escape to like the little three thing or whatever.
Yeah, they
Even
did
though they
that when
did that,
Candy. Yeah, they did that when Candy wasn't in the group.
but oh, is that what it is? Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say, well, can they still like take out of there? Because technically, that's not escape. That's a or does that matter?
Depends on
But
Just
who
the
I
name
owns
think,
it.
escape.
but I
Period.
think the
It depends
reason
on who
why
owns it.
Candy suggested they do the Escape 3 thing was because they were doing music. They were doing
Right.
new music. But because they're only going on tour, it probably don't mean shit. But at the same time, I don't really know,
And for all
child.
y'all people that was asking for new music, SWV said they working on the EP, child. Y'all be ready for
I'm
it.
surprised they are because they was one of the main ones saying the albums that we put out 2 albums that y'all didn't buy. And I'm like, oh, they ain't putting out no more
Right.
music.
Right. And that's what Coco said. And I ain't mad at her. Coco said we done put out 2 albums.
Mm.
Go buy them.
That shit was funny.
And I mean, and
Cause
and
y'all
if
didn't
and if
buy 'em.
and if the three members of Escape want to go by a different name to appease Otaco, they can spell Escape instead of putting the S for the 5, even though there's only 3 of them, but they can do it that way. Do something creative with the name.
Right.
I wonder if they think they escape for making them realize they need an upgrade, child. Listen, SWV is gonna do what SWV gonna do. SWV, they don't need all of that lights, camera, action, child. They don't. Like I think they find just where they at. I don't really feel like they need to change.
I mean,
Like it,
some people don't need it, you know. It's just a
yeah.
the added plus, but people really don't need the shit. If you're being real, some people don't really need it, but you know.
Well, you guys, that's really all I got. I mean, do y'all got anything else y'all would like to say as far as the show goes before we end this?
Well, I ain't got nothing else to say really about the show. I was gonna go ahead and say some other shit as we close this thing out, child.
Oh, what you got to say, Fred?
Go ahead.
Okay, well, for me, as you guys know, the 4 of us will be back on May the 8th for the Whether You Like It or Not panel. Okay, so we'll be back for the Atlanta version of it. Josiah working on new graphics, which they are amazing. And working on a new theme song
Yay.
as well. And while we're filming this right now, I'm re-uploading the season finale of Boys Night Out from this past season because I just looked up something and I realized the only reason why I took the episode down is because I got a copyright claim. But I Googled and that was a fake copyright claim. And I've gotten those same fucking copyright claims for 2 other videos and nothing ever happened. And it's funny how I was getting those emails about copyright claims, but when I look at my YouTube studio, it says nothing about a copyright claim. So I took down the Boys Night Out video just to make sure, just so I wouldn't get no strike. But apparently it was fake. So now I'm re-uploading after, we haven't done Boys Night Out in like 2 or 3 months. The finale was like at the top of the year, like the first week of January, and it was only up for maybe 2 days. And I took it down, and everybody was wondering where it went. And I said I took it down mainly because of the fact that I got a copyright claim. But now, as we were sitting up here, I was looking and it was fake. So now I'm re-uploading the episode right now. So it'll be out within the next hour or so.
All right now. Who? Me now?
Okay. It don't matter who
Go
next.
ahead, y'all.
You next, really? Y'all?
Really, go ahead.
So thank you guys for having me. I appreciate the invitation. I begged to do 1 episode of the roast and gag because I was like, this show is so good. I want to talk about it. So thank y'all for having me. Yeah, you can follow me at ReallyBTV if you guys don't already follow me. My name is up on the screen. Currently I am reviewing Ultimate Girls Trip. I'm doing Power. I do the Real Housewives of New Jersey, and of course, Love and Marriage Huntsville. That's pretty much all I'm really doing right now. And celebrity gossip and news. We talk almost on a daily basis about things that are going on in celebrity gossip and news. So come on over and hang out with me.
It's funny. It's funny that you mentioned Love and Marriage Huntsville, child, because I just made a post earlier today questioning whether or not I want to still go live because
that's all.
You saw the numbers are down, right? You saw the numbers are down for the premiere.
And for my videos too.
I'm taking a break.
You didn't even give us a chance to miss it.
I'm taking a break. I need a break.
As you should, child. But the reason why I was reviewing it because
was literally in January.
Yeah, and the reason why I was reviewing it because I ain't had nothing else to review because I stopped reviewing basketball wives. That ain't shit for me to review no more. Like I stopped reviewing it. Yeah, so it's like whatever. But then I was sitting up here talking shit, talking about something. Y'all not gonna worry me. Y'all not finna get on my nerves this season. And guess what? They already on my damn nerves, and the show just started. So I'm like, maybe I should give it a second try to go live with it. But if it don't work out this time, I'm just gonna keep pre-recording it because I do understand what people be saying when they be like, I get agitated when people come in. It's not that I get agitated just because they disagree. I get agitated with the way they come at me over she who shall remain nameless. They come at me crazy. So I get agitated off the rip because all I'm doing is giving my opinion. Like we can give our opinions all day. Like I don't have a problem with that. But when you coming at me and you calling me a hater and all this other stuff, it's annoying. Okay, so I don't want to keep doing that, and I've been saying I don't want to do that since the year started. I'm not gonna argue in the comments no more. I've been saying it. So if this is gonna continue to go on, then I should just pre-record it and call it a day. I'm not gonna keep on responding to the shit that people say in the comment section. I'm just not gonna keep doing that. So I said if it don't work out the second time around, then I'll just stick to pre-recording Love and Marriage Huntsville. Because with Queens R&B, I had no problem with that. But this one,
all right.
Okay, well, I want to say thank the other person. I would just say JC because I don't like saying people government names. But thank you also for the cash out. Appreciate you, love. That's one. Two, gents, thank y'all for having me up here. Even with me having to go avatar because my technology is acting the food tonight. And the only show that I'm doing right now is Ultimate Girls Trip. I paused on Jersey only because I'm tired of the same ish with them. It's literally same stuff from last season, and it's annoying. And Love Marriage DC, I'm sorry, people lying. I ain't got time for it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Scotty, why you not doing Ultimate Girls Trip, sir?
I can't get into it. I'm really
Me
trying,
neither.
but Portia and Giselle are bullies, and
Oh
I
yeah,
would just be spending my whole time dragging them the whole time, and that's something else I ain't got time for. Because the Portia stand. Ah, yeah, Portia hater. Ah, yeah, Portia. I'm protecting my peace, child. I don't know.
I just don't like that Giselle went full blown Karen and literally had Pepsi cried. And I think it's because if they can't find the bottle, the staff is gonna get blamed. And I think that's probably why he was in his bag. And I'm like, y'all done made this man cry. And he ain't did nothing to y'all.
That's
Oh,
what
that
I'm
had me
saying.
pissed.
And
That
they
had me so heated.
and they're bullying Leah and even Candace. It's annoying. It's irritating. Like Portia and Giselle together are just toxic, and I don't like it. Like I can't deal with it. I'm trying
Same.
though. Like I'm trying. I'm really trying, but it's just not working. I'm waiting for Housewives of Atlanta to come back. I'm actually excited to see what they bring. But how?
My
But
ex- my
huh?
expectations for Atlanta is low.
I understand, but I think I just feel like it's gonna be a good season. I got a feeling that it will be. But I do know that Bell Collective is coming back next month, which I'm very excited about that. So that's what should have
Yeah,
came
I'm
back
definitely ready
first
for Bell Collective.
anyway. That should have came
Yeah,
back
I'm ready
first
for Bell
anyway.
Collective.
And not no damn Love and Marriage Huntsville. Cause just like Rox said in her review, because I listened to Rox's review while I was at work, and she was saying that she said the problem that she got with the mid-season finales is we go into the mid, but then we got to come right back months later instead of just getting it all over with one and done. We got to still deal with it for the remainder of the year. And I agree with Rox on that.
Hmm.
Girl, like if they ever devote more time to Bell Collective will be a bigger show because it deserves to be. I ain't just saying that because the show down here with me where I stay. I ain't just saying it, but it is a better show to me. Cause Love and Marriage Huntsville is just I can't read it. It's annoying. And then like even today I did a review. I was looking at my comments and the girl said, "Oh, so this is where the Melody haters reside."
Oh.
So when I responded and said, "So why you here?" When I said that, she was like, "Well, first of all, I'm just giving my like now you want to be a victim, but you came over here on the BS." Like, girl, it's
I
like
don't listen. Screw them. Listen, they ain't nothing but some hoe hounds. Quit letting them hoe
Oh,
hounds get
here
you
we
in your
go.
feelings and in your bag. How many times I got to tell you that
it's
they hoe
annoying,
hounds?
child. It's annoying.
Child,
So
don't nobody
irritating.
care about them folk. Like, I listen, they gonna do what they do, and I just learned to deal with it because it's just that's what they gonna do. But I understand.
Yeah, it's
I get
just
it
that
in my comment.
I don't want to because like I said this year, I'm really trying to be more refined or a little polished, but still keep the same. But I said I'm trying. I ain't saying I'm doing it. I'm trying to be a little bit more polished and refined, but still keep the same essence of me. I don't want to run people off, but at the same time, it's so annoying trying to review a show and you getting all this blowback because all these people are mad because you got an opinion on one person that has a superior complex. So it's annoying. That's why I said I probably if I have the same issue come the second episode, I'm not doing live reviews anymore. Just to keep to
No,
some people feel like when you respond to comments, it takes away from the video. And I don't want to take away from it by checking somebody. I'd rather do my job and go. So I don't want to constantly keep doing it. But with Love Marriage Huntsville, there's gonna be a problem. I like Potomac wasn't even that bad. But these girls,
listen. If you come to my house and think you gonna blatantly disrespect me personally in my house, and you think I ain't finna get your ass together, y'all don't even come around here. I'm letting y'all know that right now. Don't bring y'all asses around here with that foolishness. Because if ever one of y'all come running around here and disrespect me personally in these comments, oh baby, I'm gonna spend 5 minutes on you.
I might just let the mods just deal with them instead of me saying anything to them because they'll deal with them. I just let my mods deal with them and time them out. Like not necessarily ban them, but time them out when they start getting all crazy and just keep focusing on my review because I don't want to take away the experience for somebody that's watching it. So yeah, that's just what I'm gonna do.
You better than me. You way better than me. What y'all? I ain't got nothing either. I'm gonna be real. Much like Scotty, Basketball Wives is done. Much like y'all, the Jersey Wives is done. The only thing I'm reviewing show wise is Grown and Gospel and Love and Marriage Huntsville because Put a Ring on it ain't giving me no numbers. My last review got 500 views. And I just it ain't worth it. So it's just Love and Marriage Huntsville and Grown and Gospel for now. Of course, when Housewives come back, we're gonna have all that in the swing and whatever TikTok that I got. That's what y'all gonna get. But yeah, that's really all we got. We ain't got
Yeah,
no more to give y'all.
it's really gonna be yes for the mess for me in Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Yeah,
Just
I, I, I mean, child, look at her, child. We finna go on ahead and go because really be already gone. So we finna go on ahead and end this, child. We're gonna go on ahead and end it. That's the cue for us to get the hell out of here. But we
right.
love y'all down. And until next time, we'll
Bye,
holler at y'all.
everybody.
Bye, y'all.